welcome you all to this episode of Decimal Point Analytics Unplugged podcast. Our guest for today is an executive vice president with Decimal Point Analytics, and he is associated with us since 2020. Currently, he is leading Decimal Point Analytics ESG practice as the lead solution architect. He is a seasoned finance professional with over 2 decades of experience in research and analytics. He brings with himself his extensive cross sectoral exposure to DPA's ESG practice. He is also a certified ESG professional from the CFA Institute USA. Ajay, I warmly welcome you to our podcast. How are you and how have you been doing?
Yeah, good to join you, Ashish. ESG is an exciting area, and at TPA we are doing quite a range of exciting things. So it would be good to discuss that with you today.
Nice. So let's begin by understanding your role at Decimal Point Analytics.
Yeah. So Ashish, I lead ESG-related product development at TPA, and in this I work with clients in customization of TPA solutions for their specific needs. In recent years, TPA has done a lot of work in ESG, ranging from company ESG assessments, developing ESG rating frameworks. We consult funds starting their ESG journey, and we work a lot in the area of custom reporting solutions around ESG metrics. I have been driving most of these projects, and now what we are doing is we are bringing all of this experience together to develop off-the-shelf solutions to address some of the key requirements of our clients regarding ESG.
Ajay, it's really heartening to know that Decimal Point Analytics has done such a lot of work on ESG in such a short frame of time, and I'm sure your expertise in ESG will help our listeners in identifying what DPA can offer them on ESG solutions. Ajay, being the lead solution architect for DPA's ESG practice, can you provide with us an overview of the current products being developed at DPA?
Yeah, sure. Uh, Reporting and assurance, or REP, that is a key area where we're giving a lot of focus. Here we have solutions for funds in three areas: net zero alignment, TCFD metrics, and SFDR compliance. The other area of focus for us is research and data provision, or RDP. One product we have here is a machine learning based solution for tracking ESG news. We also have a solution to help PE funds, and this solution helps them in collecting ESG data from their private company portfolios. So these are some of the key things. And apart from that, of course, we have talked about consulting and so on. But yeah, these are our focus areas.
Nice, nice, Ajay. Great to hear that. And Ajay, I have also been hearing the term net zero quite frequently. Could you please explain its relevance to your clients or to our listeners today?
Yes, Ashish. So net zero, or to be more specific, net zero alignment, has become a key priority for our main client segment, which, as you know, is asset managers and asset owners. Within the wide gamut of factors that fall within ESG, we would rate net zero alignment and the closely related area of emission metrics as the most important data set that our customers are focusing on. As per IPCC reports, including the most recent one in 2022, the world is still very far away from making any progress on the Paris goals of limiting global warming to well below 2 degrees. At present, the planet is headed for a 2.8-degree warming by the turn of the century. So that really is a very, very urgent situation which the world needs to focus on. And agencies like the UN, United Nations, they have been working with the financial world to appraise them of the urgency of the situation. In fact, the financial world has the most vital role to play in containing global warming. As TCFD says, global warming is really a capital allocation problem. The financial world needs to move capital away from sectors and businesses which are causing warming to businesses that are contributing positively to containing warming. So, so if, for the future of the world, net zero is perhaps the most important thing right now.
Sure, Ajay, I completely agree with you on how important the role of financial industry is to channelize the flow of capital to industries and to companies that are not warming the planet, I completely agree. It appears to be a crucial domain as it involves the fate of the planet. Could you please elaborate on how asset managers are addressing net zero and how DPA is contributing to their efforts?
Yeah. Most large asset managers uh, have been announcing something called net zero goals. And within their fraternity, there are platforms like the Net Zero Asset Managers Initiative, NZAMI. This is the leading one, which is playing a key role in mobilizing asset managers to focus on net zero. Currently this platform has 300 plus signatories, which collectively manage $59 trillion of capital. And these signatories have committed to reduce carbon measures of their portfolio by around 50% by 2030. As part of their agenda, and it's a 10-point collective agenda, there are steps that their organizations will focus on to achieve the net zero goal. And point number 6 in this agenda is providing asset owner clients with information and analytics on net zero investing and climate risk and opportunity. And this is where DPA comes in. Our solution helps an asset manager track what percentage of their portfolio is aligned to 1.5-degree goals and to below 2-degree goals. And our solution also calculates TCFD recommended metrics like financed emissions, carbon footprint, and weighted average carbon intensity, or WACI. The client needs to plug in their portfolio, and our solution throws out the results, which can be exported, and the client can share with their investors. And so this solution needs to go in tandem with the goals, because unless you measure, you will not achieve your goal. That's where we come.
That's very insightful, Ajay. And seems like asset managers can really benefit from DPA's ESG solutions. The last installment of Decimal Point Analytics Unplugged has come to a close. Our sincerest gratitude to Ajay for providing his valuable insights on how DPA's ESG practices can prove advantageous to asset managers in aligning with net zero objectives. For those interested in delving further into the worlds of data analytics, AI, and machine learning for business and sustainability, remain tuned into Decimal Point Analytics Unplugged upcoming episodes. Remember to subscribe, rate, and critique us on your preferred podcast platform and share this episode with your professional circle. Thank you for taking the time to listen, and we look forward to catching you with us in the next episode of Decimal Point Analytics Unplugged.